We wrote down the problem, which is limit as the x approaches to 8 is x squared minus 64 over 2x minus 16. The first step to solve this problem is expanding the problem, so we did x minus 8 and x plus 8 on the top, and on the bottom we took out a common term, which is 2, and that leaves us with the inside of the parentheses with x minus 8. We cancel both x minus 8 on top and on bottom. Then we wrote down what we had left, which is an x plus 8 on top and a 2 on the bottom. Then we just substituted the 8 on the equation we had left. And finally, we wrote down the final answer, which is the limit of f of x as the x approaches to 8 equals 8.
When you plug into the equation limit as my x approaches to 8, x squared minus 64 over 2x minus 16 in a graphing utility, you get a line. You can see that the points that the line crosses over are negative 8, 4, and 8. You can also tell by this graph that the limit approaching to the right is 8 and my limit approaching from the left is also 8. So with this information that is represented in the graph, we can tell that the limit is 8, and that is what our answer gave us.
First of all, we're gonna write the problem. Then, in order to derivate the function, we have to rewrite the problem. To understand it clearly, it's the same having everything by the third root of x, then dividing each number that it's gonna be added by the third root of x. Then we're going to change that root to a power, and then pass it to the top as a negative power because we can derivate with square roots in the bottom. In order to change the root to a power, you have to leave the number outside of the square root in the bottom of the fractional exponent, and the power of the variable, or the number inside the root, will be that number in the top of the fractional power. After that, we will multiply the x to the negative power of 1/3 in each of the sums, and when multiplying powers, you have to sum the powers.
To continue derivating, we have to use the rules. You will grab the exponent number and bring it down, multiply it by the original big number, and then put your variable and then your exponent subtracted minus 1. You will be doing that with all your numbers. After you finish multiplying, you will rewrite all your numbers, and then you will place them in your answer. But remember, you can't have a negative exponent, so only the variable that has a negative exponent will go in the bottom. Your final answer would be y prime 23x to the power of 11 over 12 plus 4 over little 3 square root x plus negative 4 over little 15 square root x 17.